And now, the other side of the race conversation. The side not interested in understanding the causes of racial tension, resentments, and frustrations in this country. A side that doesn't want to hear about history because history was yesterday, and it's annoying to have to think about.
Did I say one goddamn thing about why? Who fucking cares about why? I don't. Take your reasons, jam them into a banana, shove them up that fat fuck's ass.
Young black men commit homicides at a rate 10 times greater than whites and Hispanics combined.
That the black people are insanely more criminal than every other race of people. Is that worth a mention? Or no, they're the victims, right? So while they're committing crimes, while they are killing infinitely more people than every other race in America kill, for all you science geeks out there who want to see all the graphs and all the stats, here it is, okay? The secret is out, in case you've been blind, willfully blind, to the obvious fact that the black community perpetrates way more crime, especially violent crime.
In Detroit on Saturday, 12 black Americans shot at a party. 12. Did you hear anything about that? That included 3 women. 1 person was killed. The likely perpetrators, black gang members.
For example, this Labor Day weekend, we had a free-for-all shootout in the city of Chicago. Black people killing black people, 12 people dead, 47 injured. The Amazing Atheist will not do a video on this. He will not address that.
That's because race hustlers and the grievance industry have intimidated the so-called conversation, turning any valid criticism of African American culture into charges of racial bias.
If you mention crime stats, you will be accused of racism.
So many in power simply walk away, leaving millions of law-abiding African Americans to pretty much fend for themselves in violent neighborhoods. You want racism? That's racism.
You see, she saw the dumbass Jon Stewart speech, and she saw the propaganda from the racist left.
Oh man, I just wanted to say, this next one is golden.
And the lack of involved fathers leads to young boys growing up resentful and unsupervised.
But the black community is deeply flawed, dysfunctional, fucked up beyond belief. Starting with the family unit, this is not news to anybody, over 70% single mothers. Black fathers are missing in action, not present, constantly, time and time again.
Young black men often reject education and gravitate towards the street culture, drugs, hustling, gangs.
Black mothers are doing a shit job of stepping in and preventing the black young men from joining gangs, from getting involved in a culture of violence, from stealing, from not going to school, not finishing school, not going to college, not getting and sustaining jobs.
A gangsta culture.
From joining gangs, culture of violence.
Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
I hold them accountable. I view them as moral agents capable of making better choices.
As a new study shows that greater exposure to Fox News will leave you increasingly misinformed. A lead researcher for the project says Fox viewer syndrome doesn't just afflict those who identify as conservative. Quote, even Democratic voters who watched Fox News were more misinformed than others. Fox displays a particular pattern of misinformation. The more you watch, the more inaccurate your views.
These were a few points that I put together, and I am pretty sure there are many more. Hope you got a good laugh at how this clown is just a Fox News and Bill O'Reilly cookie cutout. But anyway, how much of a simpleton is this guy to think that black crime statistics are a result of absent fathers? Oh, and before I go, I thought this video by Kyle from Secular Talk is relevant to the crap that AIU and the rest of his hateful pieces of shit followers parrot back and forth.
And then notice, again, it always comes down to the same thing with Bill. What is he doing there? 85% of the crime, black people. Unemployment is high for black people. Black. Why is he going through all those statistics? Now notice, he doesn't give any context for those statistics. He doesn't try to explain why those statistics are the way they are. He just parrots the statistics. He keeps saying black because he's trying to get it in your head. Associate black with all of these negative things. So he wants you to take away, okay, I guess it's just that's how they are. It is what it is. I'm a surface level thinker. I won't dig deeper to try to figure out why there are these problems in the community. It is what it is. That's how they are. And they got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, man. That's the way it works.